Welcome to Possibilities.
Possibilities is a program that showcases the talent of persons with disabilities.
It's not the body that does it, but the brain that does it.
Possibility.
Possibilities.
Possibility.
Possibilities.
Possibility.
Hello, welcome to Possibilities. My name is Ave Aiki and I'm an amputee. Today's program we have in our studio Mrs. Aisha. Mrs. Aisha is the CEO, Penel Foundation and Friends to Persons with Disability. Mrs. Aisha, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Mrs. Aisha, will you please tell us about yourself?
Thank you for having me on the show. My name is Aisha Dirisu, and I'm the founder of Penel Foundation. Penel Foundation is a non-profit organization. We inspire, motivate, and empower youth with disability.
Okay, Mrs. Aisha, what really gave birth to Penel Foundation, if I may ask?
You know, a lot of people ask me that, and they're like, so why persons with disability? Do you know someone with disability, or is that what is actually the drive? And most times I tell them that it's just like a desire, something that is unexplainable. It's just like I always say, it's my divine assignment. And funny enough, it's not something I ever thought I was going to do. It's just something I felt, oh, yeah, I've always been passionate towards it, but I never thought, oh, one day you're going to own. If you had told me this like 2 years ago, I'll say, hell no, that's not possible. But here I am, and it's something that I'm passionate about. It's something that I really need to see a change in Nigeria. The whole vision behind Penel Foundation is to have a Nigeria where we have leaders that are persons living with disability. We have, when you look at the corporate world, you have persons with disability. And I believe when we attain that, a lot of the problems we are facing, like, accessibility, it's going to reduce. Because imagine having the bank MDs as someone with disability. The bank has no choice but to make their bank accessible to persons with disability. Imagine, the head of service, most of their top permanent secretaries are persons living with disability, because they know the plight. There's not going to be a problem of accessibility or persons with disability being discriminated against.
Mrs. Aisha, so when you see somebody that is challenged, what really comes to your mind?
What comes to my mind is, when I see someone with a disability, I don't look at the person with pity. The first thing that comes to my mind is, if the person is doing well, I'm inspired. And if the person is at that place that I believe you have so much to offer, what I do is take it upon myself to look at how can I inspire this person, motivate this person, and help this person to achieve the better version of themselves.
Wow, that's interesting. How I wish we have more of you in this country.
I know, right?
Okay, I learned some few weeks ago you had a program for persons with disability. What was the program all about?
It was a 2 days training. It was an entrepreneurship training and digital training for youths with disability. Actually, it was a time where we felt that it was time for the youth with disability not to just wait for employment, because right now we know what Nigeria is about. There's no so much employment, so we can tap into the entrepreneurial market, and also the digital aspect. We realize that a lot of persons with disability shy away from making use of technologies. It could be because they are not aware of what technologies are available, or they just don't exactly, maybe they cannot afford it, or funny enough, quite a number of the persons I interacted with, they have devices that make use of, let's say for instance, social media, but they shy away from it. So the whole idea was to get down to understand what are the challenges you're facing in making use of your social media as to be a self-advocate, and also maybe to sell whatever, because a lot of them were actually into one thing or the other that they were selling. Some is services and some is products. So why are you not using your platforms to sell yourself and your devices to sell? And you know, it was interesting really that quite a number of them didn't either know how to go about it or they were just shy. And you know, that platform really helped a lot. A lot of them now, I mean, I got a lot of people telling me, oh, now I'm making use of my social media to sell my services. And I mean, you know, little things like that are things that, you know, go a long way. We should not just assume that everybody knows. No, the fact you know does not mean someone else does.
It's true, you are right. So, well, how can you score the outcome of the program? Okay, let's say from the scale of 1 to 10.
When you say the outcome of the program, I mean, it encompasses a lot. Number one, the turn-up was amazing. I mean, for the first time doing that, I didn't expect that amount of turn-up. And when you talk of the facilitating and the feedback we're getting, it's been amazing. And, you know, it just makes you actually sit down and say, wow, so I can do so much with just little. So I should not just think that until I become a millionaire before I can actually make a difference and change lives.
And again, I think doing something like that would really make sense. Some people might feel that there's no point organizing something like that for these people. They might not even come. And from what you're just saying, the turn-up was
amazing. And I mean, the facilitators that came, the feedback I got was also encouraging. I heard something like, wow, this set of youths with disability have the drive. You can see that they actually want to do something and make a change. So it depicts the notion that people have that, oh, youths with disability are lazy. Exactly. They don't want to do anything. They just want handout. No, that's not the case. No, that's not the case.
Okay, Mrs. Aisha, if I'm not mistaken, you're married.
Oh, yes.